Shit, let's check the score in the game real quick. I'm about to put that shit on the table real quick. Oh, it's 10-10. That's a good
10-10. Okay.
Who they playing?
The Bengals.
Oh, that's
Hey, I'm gonna send you this site.
but that's Remy's people.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna send you this site. This is where all the streaming joints be. I watch every.
Hold on. They played the Redskins recently. You went to that game, right?
Yeah. Who won that preseason game?
Who won?
It ain't Redskins. Yeah.
But we still call them the Redskins. Damn. Did I do that?
Oh, this is gonna be good. Look who's calling me.
Who's that?
Amir.
All right. See who wants. Put on speaker and put the bottom to the mic.
Yo. About to record a podcast.
Put it right to it and hold it.
Yeah, son.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I was just saying what you were up to.
Shit, I'm about to report this podcast, and then I'm actually going to my sister's right after.
Who's the guest?
Mike.
Mike.
He doesn't know people. Watch, he's gonna forget you.
Nah, it's all good.
Yeah, no, he does to everybody.
Yeah.
Mike, dog. You don't know Mike?
He sees every week. Ish.
Mike.
Put it right to the...
Mike who? Do you know who Mike is?
No.
All right, Mike Harrison.
I ain't that remember.
The dude from Baltimore. You about to hang up. The dude from Baltimore.
He's like, all right, maybe this.
It's been like a brick, man. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, I know. It
has been a couple weeks. Yeah.
A couple weeks must have been like at least a month.
That's a
couple weeks,
right.
motherfucker.
All right. All right.
Good to see you, Mike.
Hey,
right.
For sure. It's good to see you or hear from you. It's good to hear from you.
I can't take it yet.
Yeah, no, I got you. We're going.
I'm weird as shit right now. Damn. I don't remember. Fuck.
Nah, you all good. Shit.
Oh shit, where am I? I'm driving.
Yeah, but don't kill yourself, man.
Yeah.
I'll call you after.
Hey, y'all enjoy the podcast. Man, I suck. All right, chill. All right, cool.
Yeah, you good, man. All right, he just hung up.
This guy's the best.
Yo, I have the best comments. Sometimes, like, I'll just randomly sit there and just put them on fucking speaker and, like, because I know I'm going to press mute and laugh my ass off.
Bro.
Like, I know I'm going to do that shit.
This guy.
Amir's hosting October 13th.
Hey, yeah, you got to get on
at Sally's.
You got to get on that joint.
On U Street.
Yo, the last time we did Sally's, they let Remy host. You know Remy is? Big tall Cincinnati white dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got the joke about fucking the couch?
Yeah, with the cane.
Yeah.
With the cane. He's off injured reserve now. But with the cane.
Oh, okay, for sure.
So he
for
hosted the last time we did Sally's, and he had this thing where we would roast. So it would be like a before somebody goes up, it's either you roast the host or you roast the comment that came up before you.
Okay.
Before you do your actual material. So he went in that shit and just ripped Remy for like 5 minutes straight. We ripped all of us for like a couple minutes straight.
Yeah, I did 7 minutes of just roasting my friends.
Yeah, like,
it was so
went in
much
there
fun.
and just ripped everybody.
I mean, that's how I show love.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the object of the show. Fuck it, you might as well just do that shit. That sounds like some shit I would be down for.
Just at the end of it, he just went in there and roasted himself right before he walked off too. So like just shows you like it's anyone's. Anyone
I hope Remy does it again. It's like a themed show he's doing called Mean Mugging.
Yeah.
So it's just the theme is like everyone does a little bit of roasting.
What days he doing it on? Is it like just like once every few months, or if it's like every few?
It's we've been doing Fridays at Sally's, like bi-weekly or once every month type of thing.
Okay,
we good to bring it in.
Yeah. Should we bring in the show? All right, bring in the show. Al Ali here, your host for Did You Order episode. What are we on? Episode 4?
5.
5.
Yeah,
oh shit! Episode 5. I'm here today with my co-host Ish Housein down at the end of the couch.
What up?
And we got a fucking very special guest today. Very special guest. I got to stop cussing for the YouTube algorithm. I told myself that in the brain, but it's going to be hard to do that. Mike Harrison, everybody.
For sure.
Mike Harrison.
It's good having him on. It's actually funny. We were talking about Sally's right before this. That's why I wanted to stop it. One of my first shows I did, when my first basically 2 weeks of comedy, I ended up doing a show at Sally's. And I ended up going last, but it wasn't a great one of those good shows at Sally's. So towards the end of it, it was basically like 3 people left in the room. He was one of them that stuck around and actually and saw my little set.
Oh, y'all met at Sally's.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I thought you guys met at a mic somewhere else. So y'all met at Sally's.
Yeah,
so you did Sally's.
Yes.
That's what's up.
One time before. But yeah, man. I mean, I just usually be standing around. I just be kicking it for real. Just, smoking, chilling with the comics. I mean,
typical Baltimore
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, typical Baltimore stuff. Just hanging
you are
out,
from Baltimore.
doing mischief.
We got to put that out there.
Yes,
Maryland
I am from
native.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Born and raised.
Born and raised in Baltimore.
Born and raised.
I lived in California, so I've seen more than Baltimore.
Where in Cali?
So I was living in Orange County, California.
Okay, where about?
San Clemente.
Okay,
so that's like
I lived in Irvine for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bet. So you're very familiar with the area.
Yeah. I lived that way. I know that Orange County area.
Fucking
it's nice down there.
It's expensive though.
Damn.
Yeah. It's very nice down there. Like when you're from Baltimore, you just get out there, you see the beaches and shit like that. Like dumb shit was blowing my mind. Like automatic trash can that you just had to wave your hand over. Shit like that was like blowing my mind.
Well, you were going to like Newport Beach and Huntington and all the like the nice ones down there.
All between.
It's
Newport
not like
Beach,
Venice.
LA. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was going all over, and like being from the East Coast, I was like, this is absolutely it. So I love it out there, but it's just expensive. That's the main thing. But I'll be trying to get back out there eventually, but right now I'm in Baltimore kicking it. So doing comedy and shit.
How long you been doing comedy?
Bro, I've been doing comedy for about 6 years,
That's
on and
what's
off.
up.
Do you remember your first mic?
Yeah, my first mic was at Sidebar in Baltimore. It's not there no more.
Yeah.
Well, it's there. I don't think they do comedy and shit there no more though. But I did an open mic there. It's my first time doing it. And then I was like, yo, this shit is pretty cool.
What was that like? Like, why? And sorry, just careful. I don't want that to fall
my
on
bad,
you. No,
my
you
bad,
good.
my
I don't
bad.
want to injure our guest 5 minutes into the thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to break
he's
the
going to fall right on your dick. It's going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't want to break the expensive equipment also. That's the main thing. My dick would be fine, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about your dick when you said expensive equipment.
No, my dick would be fine.
But my question is like, when you did your first mic, like, because we're new too. We just started at the beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
So like, what was the feelings and thoughts of like why you wanted to go into it, and like what did it all
So like? I used to always watch like when I was a little bit younger, like 21 and shit. We used to always watch I was going to Taos University. Yeah, stand up.
Chappelle Show probably. He'll probably hit you good.
Chappelle Show, a lot of
stand up
Chappelle
even
show.
before that, probably.
Yeah, even before that. But just watching that, like Eddie Griffin. Me and my cousins would watch that shit all the time and literally stay up and watch that shit on the laptop. And eventually I liked it. I always thought I was pretty funny, but I knew I had a knack to make people laugh. People thought I was funny. And it was like, yo, you should try stand-up. So mostly I did it because everybody was like, yo, I can see you doing stand-up. Okay. And now that I tell everybody, like, yeah, I do stand-up, people are like...
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that sometimes. Like, damn. You think I'm goofy?
Yeah. I'm a clown to you?
You turn into Joe Pesci from...
I amuse you?
You think shit funny?
You think I'm a clown?
Yeah. So it's like... But that's the reason I got into it, because of other people. And I'm sorry. So my first time doing open mic was...
It was at halftime at 13:10.
Oh yeah, we could. The Lamar be bullshitting sometimes.
They're trading football intel right now.
Yeah,
guys. Sorry.
I got to put my shit down on FanDuel. But yeah,
you got money on the line. Okay.
Yeah, well, not this game. I can't put money on my own team because then I'm not gonna like my team.
Yeah, exactly. So it's funny because we were having a conversation about fantasy football outside, and one of the reasons why I don't do fantasy football anymore is because I hated how I was watching the game. I was rooting for certain players that are against the team I'm rooting for.
Yeah,
like it just became that, and so I just cut it out and I ended up actually watching the game and liking the game, appreciating the game.
Yeah, I definitely fuck with it.
I don't want to go too much on a tangent. I want to hear the open mic, like when you first.
Oh yeah, my bad. We didn't win.
Fucking football players.
Yeah,
that's my second F-bomb. Right? I'm trying to not cuss. God.
But no, so my first time actually doing open mic was actually in California when I was living in California.
Oh, wow.
So that was the first time I did it. I was in a band in California. I played bass guitar outside of comedy too.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, so that's where the deep voice comes from. No.
You sing too?
I cannot sing. Well, I think
Well,
I
you
can
said
sing.
deep voice. It's like
he
that.
said, I think I can sing. What do other people think?
I don't know. People always, when they see me with the band videos, they was like, I expect you to be singing. Like, nah.
I mean, if you sang right now, I expect you to sound like Isaac Hayes, you know?
Yeah, it sound like that.
You would definitely sound like Isaac Hayes if you sound
You'll never find something like that. But nah.
Open mic. The first to feel it. Like,
yeah, I did it. So the first time me going up, my friends was like, yo, you should go up and do it. I was like, I think I'm pretty funny, so I'm going to do it.
How many people were in the audience?
It was probably a good, like, I saw the video on my phone. Probably like a good, like, 10, maybe. You know, mostly comics in there, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever been to open mic in California, but it's usually about 30 motherfuckers there. Like, literally, they have, like, breaks in between, like, the mics and shit. Like, different hosts for different sets of the shows. Like,
it's a full
10
show.
comics.
It's a full show.
Literally, it's a full show. So sometimes you'll be there for a while.
It's like a 2.5 hour thing.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's I mean, you know, eventually we should get good in with people.
So hold on, your first mic was in California?
Yep, that's my first time. That's my first time actually doing it.
So it wasn't even in Baltimore?
No, it wasn't in Baltimore. That's why I was like, I made a mistake. So it wasn't in Baltimore. And then I came back to Baltimore and I was like, I think I did okay. I mean, it wasn't bad, but you know, everything is all in retrospect.
Yeah.
So it was pretty decent though. But I mean, the crowd was pretty receptive. You know, I just kind of got up there and just shot the shit of just some shit that I was going to say. And you know how that usually goes.
How quick after your first one did you do your second one and then keep it going?
It took me a while. So like literally after that, that's why I was like, it's okay, but I don't know if I'll do it again. But then once I came back to Baltimore, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well just get up there and do it. I just be kicking it with my friends and then like making jokes. And I've been doing
So you were making people laugh. You saw how you were making people laugh and then kind of studied it.
Yeah. And then that's when I was just like, fuck it. Let me get back up here and then end up getting back up there. Went to Sidebar. That's when I really started doing it. Didn't really know nobody there. I'm really kind of reserved to myself for the most part.
This is in the city?
This is in the city.
Okay.
So it was on, I don't remember the streets on in Baltimore, but reserved into myself, and you know, shout out to my man Dawu Shabazz.
Yeah,
he definitely helped me out along the way. You know, me and him became cool. He started taking me to other open mics, and that's how we was talking about Shane Gillis earlier. Yeah. I used to go up to Harrisburg. That's what at Comedy Zone, and he showed me to that, and I'm like, met some cool people up there too. So
then you got like the bug from at that point.
Yeah, I just got the bug from that point.
Because with stand up to keep it going, you gotta have like a gear turning for it. Because it's like an emotional roller coaster. You know what I mean? So it's like
for sure. And I always just feel like, all right, well, if ain't all else fails, I know I could get on stage and make a motherfucker laugh.
Yeah,
you know, at least. You know, and then see where it goes from here. So I'm really trying to put myself out there a lot more though, like making videos, getting into the TikTok shit, you know.
Yeah, we seen you commentating the Alabama fight.
That shit hilarious. That shit hilarious.
Yeah, you know, and it's crazy because I really started doing that when I was in Cali. I started just being on Snapchat and shit. Like when Snapchat was popping a little bit, and then that's how I really started more being on like social media. Cause I was just getting over there, just talking shit, you know.
Yeah.
You know, doing shit like that. I have videos of me where I'm like holding the WWE championship belt.
That's
little
funny
plastic shit, walking around terrorizing my parents and shit.
That's funny as shit.
Oh, so you play like characters too?
I play characters. I was acting like I was The Rock. Using like
what
fucking,
would you say? Like,
bro, I came up to my parents one time. I had the fucking sunglasses on. My sister recorded me. And, you know, it was just on. I was just like, all right, we're going to see if these just bronies know who the WWE champion is around this motherfucker.
Were you getting physical? Were you like,
I'm not physically attacking.
I know you're like rock bottom and like your dad. You know what I mean? People elbowing family members and shit.
Do you know Black Fam? Do you think I'd be here right now? If I was curious. Have half a face.
Just in general, pranking in general. I'm like, how far did you take it?
Oh no, it wasn't pranking like that. But I just, you know, I'm just in the house doing shit. Like my mother calls me fucking Kramer. I'm just in the house just doing random ass shit.
Your mom calls you Kramer,
bro. My mother's the biggest hater.
That's a good one.
That's funny.
That's a
literally,
good one.
she calls me Kramer. So that
for the people watching video right now, they're like, yeah,
they probably get it. I'm always in the house doing dumbass shit, you know, fucking yelling and shit like that. I think I have ADHD somewhat a little bit.
I think
Don't
we
we
all do
all?
as comics. I think every comic kind of does.
Yeah, bro, it could go from one thing to another, especially when I get comfortable with
That's
like,
what you think until you meet somebody with clinical ADHD, and then
Yeah,
you're
then
like,
it's
oh,
like,
that's.
yeah,
I think I have like a mild
fuck.
form. Like,
It's like maybe I'm just high. That's
No, you
all
meet
it
one of
is.
them, you're like, I'm a savant. You meet one of those guys, you know. what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure. You're like, I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I've been doing a comedy thing. Like I said, I was in a band in California, so that was pretty cool. And I ended up moving back here.
What was
doing
that
comedy.
like? And
Being
what was
in a
the band name?
Oh, so the band. So okay, so I was in 2 separate bands. I moved to California 2 separate times. So the first time I moved to California, the band was called Warn Others. So us 4
Warn.
Warn Others.
Sorry, the Baltimore accent.
Oh yeah, Warn Others.
Yeah, okay.
Dog.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
no, but Warn Others. You know, it's like
He just flips to a Cali accent.
Nah, I'm trying.
Mark ass bustard.
I'm trying to. I got a little bit of Cali slang, but yeah, Warn Others. You know.
Okay.
And that was the first band I was in. You know, we lasted for like a good year, and then shit happened with that. Moved back to Baltimore, and then also between the comic bug is like you get the California bug too. That sounds pretty bad when you say it like that.
No, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you get that Cali sunshine in your eyes. You're like, bet I'm gonna do this shit again. So then eventually, I ended up going back after a few years, and it's pretty much the same band, just about. We just changed
Back to
the
Orange
name.
County.
Yep.
Okay.
Back to Orange County because that's where my cousin lives. He's in the band with us.
So you had
He's in the
somebody
military
out
shit.
there at least.
Yeah, I had at least one cousin out there, so I could bum on his couch for a little bit.
what's the band doing now? What everybody dispersed to?
Everybody dispersed to my homie, my man Emmanuel. Dispersed. He went to Arkansas, so he's in Arkansas right now. My cousin's still living in California.
He
He's
went
probably
where?
gonna-
Sorry.
To Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's a hell of a transition.
I know.
That's a hell of a transition.
No,
I know.
I'm talking with you at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, no, I said
I
out of all
admire it.
places,
We were
shit.
talking about it outside before we came in. The accents, you know what I mean? Just accents in general.
Yeah,
And Baltimore's one I truly
Baltimore
admire.
has the I call
The
it
first time
heavy tongue accent.
The what?
The
heavy tongue?
the thick tongue accent.
Yeah, it was just
Heavy
everything
tongue.
is drawn out. It's like
Interesting.
a southern draw, a southern slang.
That's a good way to put it.
A southern draw with like a northern slang.
Yo, I remember one of them mics. He
feel
said, I think you said "do," and
I was about to bring that up. Yeah, he was on, and somebody in the crowd was like, "Dude."
Bro, it's
And
always.
you got upset. You stopped your saying, like, "Hey, who the fuck said that?"
Yeah, no. And the crazy thing is, bro, it's so tough when you're because when you're in California and you do open mics, like people don't recognize the accent because they don't really know.
because
The
they don't
accent.
hear it, right?
Yeah, but when you're in DC and then you say "do" with shoes and shit
Yeah.
like that, motherfuckers are gonna be like, "Oh, fuck this set." Say shoes again. Fuck this set.
Everything that rhymes with it.
Yeah, exactly. Say "do" again. Come on, I know you got it in you.
Oh
So,
my god! I mean,
It's-
Baltimore is like the epicenter of the accent, and then like us other Marylanders, we have like traces of it. Like I noticed
Yeah.
when I lived in California, people would say, "Oh, you have an accent, like a
Mhm.
country accent," or little things I say. And
Yeah.
even if I say that,
It is a
Aaron,
country
Ern, and
accent.
Ern, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I'm not full spectrum, but
you
like,
still say Maryland.
yeah, Maryland.
Some people-
you know what I say that they say? Fire.
Fire.
Water. Some people say water. The water.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to differentiate myself. I tried to get that off, and I couldn't do it. But
A for
water,
effort.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But water. So I try to, make sure I enunciate my words. So
Baltimore is why where does that come from? Like that accent, like what are the origins of that? Like even saying Doug, right?
Yeah,
Like where does all that come from?
I think because Maryland is pretty much the South when we really think about it. A lot of people
It absolutely is.
But that
Yeah.
little pocket it's only 30 minutes from DC
That's
or
very
around
true.
areas.
Yeah.
And that specifically is such a distinct accent. Like how
So
You know
I
what I
know
mean?
at least just from my family, a lot of people came from South Carolina and moved up to Baltimore to get away from the racism and shit
yeah.
down there. It wasn't necessarily slavery around that time when my grandmother moved up here,
More
but it
so
was
segregation.
all segregation, and they was like workers, but they wasn't pretty much getting paid. But it was
Yeah,
technically
yeah.
workers. So a lot of people from the South Carolina specifically, came up here to Baltimore. So I think that's why it has a little bit of that Southern draw because a lot of people are like
That
from the
makes
South. And if
sense.
you listen to like older like people talk that's from Baltimore, you just more Southern and stuff like that. Florence, South Carolina.
I have noticed that. Yeah.
So you'll get that.
I love it. It's like a delicacy. Baltimore accent. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
so
there's
unique.
nothing
Sure,
like
man,
it.
Everyone calls it the worst accent, but
What?
you know, like
Who says that?
a lot of people.
man.
It's actually ranked, I think, in like USA Times, like top 5 worst accents.
I didn't know they actually ranked those. Like,
What?
what's the criteria for that shit?
There's got to be a worse one.
Illiteracy,
Yeah.
I think.
Like Alaskan or something. I don't know. There's got to be something.
Boston,
what-
yeah. I would say
Boston.
Boston's, yeah.
Boston probably is like top 5. All the East Coast states was like
You know,
top
Rogan used to have a
5.
Boston accent, and somehow he got rid of that shit.
What?
If you listen to his old stand-up, he had a Boston accent.
Oh,
Joe
shit.
Rogan?
Yeah.
Huh.
You can't even tell no more.
Is he from Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to live.
The craziest one to
somewhere.
me, I brought this up before, is Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is from Kentucky.
Mm.
You cannot tell that shit at all.
Well, see, well, you know, he's an actor though. With actors is such a different type of art. It's like
And he's like weird.
How do you go from Kentucky?
He's like-
he went from Kentucky accent to French. Like you think he's French? Like,
hey, that's good acting.
Yeah.
that's just
you
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Actors really had to take themselves out of it. That's why I think people really loved Heath Ledger and like, you know, as a Joker.
Yeah.
Because just even though he probably died on some other shit, you know, the fact that
To get to that,
passed is like, damn, how much you had to get into this role?
Yeah. He was really in it.
Really fucked you up.
He was really, when you listen to, it's crazy you bring that up because like I was just listening to somebody talk about it when they saw him on set. Two-Face, that one scene.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that one scene, that was the only scene that he had with the Joker the whole movie. And like he met him before and he was completely in character then. Like a whole 2 hours before the scene.
Method
Yeah.
acting, right? That's what they call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey, I think he'd be doing that.
Jim Carrey be scrunching his face up.
What's his name does
You
it?
know, I love Jim Carrey. I don't know if y'all, when he played the Grinch,
Yeah.
he had to take Japanese torture lessons
Oh shit.
to be able to, because like in the suit, say you got an itch or say you
Yeah.
uncomfortable, it ain't like you can get out of it and itch it.
Oh,
So he
he's-
had to learn tactics to like how to
Wow.
deal with it. So like
That's a crazy
one tactic
fact.
would be like he had to
Yeah.
like pinch his leg in a different spot to like
just to
relieve
give
this
it-
itch on his
That's
back
crazy.
or something.
Yeah, it's them actors. It's a lot of dedication. Like
Yeah.
they put themselves through a lot of shit as
Yeah.
far as like even like changing their body style.
Yo.
for different
Oh,
roles and
yeah.
shit
Like I
that.
always remember
You
Will
know?
Smith, how swole he got to do Ali.
Or
Yeah, that
Christian
was a
Bale,
huge
didn't he do it?
transformation.
In
and Batman, I believe.
yeah, he does it a lot. No, the one specific movie, the Mechanist, the Machinist.
Yeah.
Yo, even you remember when 50 Cent
50 Cent
did
went
the
he did the
sickly.
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, he did
yeah.
the
the
shit.
cancer. That was crazy.
And
That was
didn't win no
crazy.
awards for it.
He didn't?
I
Damn.
don't think so.
He was trying.
I don't think nobody ever seen that
Nobody,
movie.
I can't tell you the name
No,
of the
I
movie.
saw the movie. It was Get Rich or Die Trying. That was the name of the movie. Same
Get
as
Rich
the
or Die Trying.
soul album. You know what I mean? He had a brand.
He
Every,
almost died. Right?
I mean,
Yeah, that's the part he almost died.
That is the part he almost died in. What cancer? What cancer? I don't
this
remember
is
that.
after 8 Mile. You know what I mean?
What bullet was that? What bullet gave him cancer?
I know it was some bullet. It was the one to the jaw.
Each bullet had a disease in it.
I tell
They're
you.
just latent and come out through history.
Cancer, methylophomia.
The obese one is coming out now. He's like slow.
That's fucking crazy. I don't talk about 50 Cent like that, man.
I know.
If 50 gonna come, like,
50 gonna come and hijack this shit.
no, he gonna remember this shit for like 5 years. Like that's how he.
Oh
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely the Pelly type of dude.
Oh,
I was
I'm
watching-
petty. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a level of I'm getting better now. Like I used to hate people, like society and people, but like now I'm like I give people a pass. I'm like
Yeah.
Cause
more,
he trying to make him laugh and shit.
maybe that might be it.
He
that's
trying to
why.
be-
So
But not
like,
even
you
I have
gotta-
dark humor. All my shit is cynical anyway. So, you know what I
you
mean?
gotta-
Like
but you gotta be somewhat like nice to kind of like
Yeah,
make people
yeah.
laugh.
I'll never be on a showcase with my material. Like all my shit is dark and sad.
For sure, hey, I'm telling you, you gotta make your own.
But that's
shit.
where the funny is sometimes. you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It is in the dark humor, you know.
Yeah.
It definitely is, but sometimes motherfuckers be like, eh. But I like it because it's like I feel like you should do whatever the fuck you want to do as like a comic. What do y'all think about that though? It's like I think in like honestly like a few years like comedy is gonna be. I ain't gonna say dead. Like I think it's always gonna be calm. Like people want to experience comedy, but
It's funny you said it. You said experience because that's kind of what it is. It's either like a really a show that like based on I think the stand up thing might start to fall back a little bit.
Yeah,
and it's more so like digital. Like people want to see it on their screens. People
Like
want to have
sketches
access.
and
They
more
want access to it on their
specials.
phones.
yeah. I'm because I don't really because I mean the one reason I think we all do stand up because I just want the instant gratification of like making somebody laugh.
When you walk off the stage and you do good, that's just one of the best feelings.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
shit's
high.
yeah, and just watching, like I said, Dave Chappelle and Eddie Griffin and all them do it. It's like it's wild to see, and wild to see like a room full of people just laughing at one person, having them doing their thing. Like
Or
it's
stadium full.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's what's crazy when
football stadium.
like
you know,
now that I do stand up, just
Madison
thinking
Square
about
Garden
that
and shit?
aspect,
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
that
crazy.
has to be insane. That
Yo,
has to
you
feel
know,
insane.
I wish they would show this, like the people's reaction after the show. Like, I wish they had
Yeah.
mics in the crowd to like hear people. Yo, that was great. This joke was funny as shit. Like, you know
Yeah.
how like people talk about like how like we talk about it after.
Mhm.
Like, I wish they had mics in the venues to pick that up.
So if you watch a lot of old stand up,
They showed
they used to have that. Where
Yeah,
used
like
to
I
have,
remember
like,
after
They
the
did.
Christmas, but the
They
thing is, they
did,
did
yeah.
it like on the exit way out, the exit
Yeah,
interviews or
yeah,
whatever. I'm
yeah.
talking about organic. You just have like a mic by the door,
oh, okay,
and you just set a mic by the door and just hear people
and
talk
hear
about.
people talking about what's going on. Yeah, that would be smooth too. And I think it gets people high. You know, I honestly I think that I'll be thinking that maybe in a few years they get kind of watered down, but also I think that with Dave Chappelle kind of saying what he wants to say, and then I think as a comic you should be able to say what you want to say. I think people do thrive for that because people literally say what they want to say on IG.
I
It's
feel
just
like
that.
there's like there's been
You
like
know
these
what I'm
booms, right? Like I
think
hear
that's
other
what it is.
comics, like older comics, talk about it. Like more
Yeah.
established comics, they talk about like,
It's
oh, we're in
bipolar.
a boom, or this other boom that happened,
Yeah.
kind of like these
Yeah.
eras that like it goes up and down.
It's bipolar in a way.
yeah.
It's bipolar, and I mean, I don't know. Maybe it might be somehow related directly to like world climate, not like global warming.
Climate
I mean,
change,
like,
yeah. No,
I mean, not like climate change.
you're absolutely
I mean,
right.
like the
World-
culture of the earth,
Yeah,
right?
you're
So, like,
absolutely right.
For sure, though.
like for instance, like everybody was on like
They're sensitive.
you're talking about like what people could say, right? Like a
Mhm.
few years ago, it was super woke and everybody was being very more careful, right?
Yeah.
But then a world thing happened where like the pandemic and things started shifting. It was
Yeah.
like we went for
It
like
brought it
all
back a little bit.
extremes, and I feel
'Cause
like
it-
it happens with everything.
It was
right?
very, it was very sensitive to like, all right, just the one off the top of my head is the LGBTQ. After Dave Chappelle or whatever,
Yeah.
that's when it became real sensitive to talk about that. Then then
Yeah.
it started evolving. Like, all right, don't talk about cops getting, don't talk about this, don't talk about
Right.
that. The race shit, you're going too far. That's when you started getting rules in comedy, which I think the pandemic actually helped comedy in a way because it kind of like, all right, everybody sit down and shut up.
Right. Everybody sit down, relax. We all
Yeah.
want to be outside. Just
Yeah.
main
You want to
motive-
sneeze or you want to laugh? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, which one you trying to
like,
do?
you might
Just
as well
to-
laugh. Get your panties out of a
Yeah.
bunch.
I just want to change
you
the
know?
conversation real quick. Just
Go
out of
ahead.
curiosity, what was the coronavirus like in Baltimore?
I mean, shit, same way it was everywhere else, locked down. I mean, people was outside, and they had that one thing where it's like they had people outside, but those are just drugs.
Because y'all actually had a
He said-
curfew.
yeah, but
You said they were drug addicts? What?
I mean, drug addicts, drug
Oh
sellers.
yeah, I mean, I lived in
Yeah,
LA
yeah,
at the
yeah.
time, so
Yeah.
Skid Row was thriving.
Yeah,
more than
for-
ever.
for sure.
You
Like
know what I mean?
I definitely need to get high now. I'm in the house.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Were
saying?
you in
Like,
Baltimore for the Freddie Ray riots?
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
How crazy was that?
So that shit was crazy because I actually went to work that day. I was working at Giant. The
Oh,
fashion
thank
store at the
God.
time.
Damn.
No, I always thought you said I worked at CVS. I was
Oh,
gonna be
no.
like, bro,
That's
yeah.
I actually went to work throwing rocks at the police. That's why I went.
I was the guy
That
on
was
the
my
bike
job.
and the ski mask
That
that,
was
was
my job.
poking holes in the hose. Y'all remember that?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
that
And then
dude?
the firefighter hole. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me. That was me stealing fire trucks.
insane.
Yeah.
Watching that live on the
Yo.
news, that dude, he's like a legend, right? You know what I mean? Like, because he had that mask. Everyone, like, the camera was just following this guy riding around on his BMX.
Yeah.
Just had a knife and was poking fire hoses. Like,
Right.
it was just like, I can't believe it's like a
Yeah.
movie. I'm watching this.
Now, for some people, he's a hero. For the normal citizens in Baltimore, like me, he's a jackass.
Yeah.
But,
no, he's
you know,
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not commending him necessarily. I'm almost watching it like you're watching a character. Like all of this, how is this even real?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of you might see in the Middle East or something. Like
There's
how
some moments of it, like when the kid was getting his ass whipped by his mom.
Oh yeah, she wasn't fucking
pull him
around.
off.
She was not playing
Yeah.
around. She was
Yeah.
not playing with him.
It was crazy because it happened like down the street from my house, like because the main place where it happened that was Mondawmin Mall. I'd stay don't stay that far from there. So I was going to work and you just see like 10 police cars riding in a line just back to back to back. I'm like, okay, something must be going on. So I'm like, I ain't paying no mind. I get to work and then they have it on the TV and then you see just a whole bunch of shit going on. So I wasn't necessarily down there. But as far as for the curfew, nobody gave a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
We were still out and about. Actually, Floyd was fighting somebody that weekend. Went straight to my cousin's house to watch that joint. Hell no, I got my job to sign one of them papers and like, all right, bet we get caught, I'm with this. And y'all work with me. So we cool. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Baltimore was its own thing. But the city is always the city. If you just stay out the way, you'll be fine. It's not as bad as everyone thinks.
Baltimore,
it gets a bad rap. You know what I mean? The Wire plays into it. Like, people always think of Baltimore as the Wire right there.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up.
There's a lot of good arts and stuff in Baltimore too. I mean, it's a rock band that's from Baltimore, Turnstile. I don't know if anybody heard of that.
What's underappreciated in Baltimore? The food.
The food in Baltimore is really good. Dude.
Yo, there's so many places.
What's considered Baltimore food?
Crab cakes.
Crab cake, seafood.
Yeah.
I believe. I mean,
that's Maryland. Is there anything specific to Baltimore?
Crab cakes. Some of the best crab cake spots are in Baltimore. All right, just to go down the list with you. All right, I started asking this question. What is your favorite go-to order when you order something on your phone? What is your go-to order?
Shit, chicken. Listen,
from the farm? Where's this chicken from?
This chicken is in a box form.
Ooh,
chicken box. You get that with the Western. It's not
that's
real
what I told
box
you. That's when you used to brought it up earlier. Like Baltimore, I was like chicken boxes?
Yeah, straight up chicken boxes. So usually I'm getting chicken. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a very picky eater too. But also if it's usually just like chicken and rice, I could do with that. Like a nice curry chicken, a nice jerk chicken. Ooh. If it's like a nice, any type of chicken and rice, you can sell me on that. I don't give a fuck how it's made.
I'm getting hungry already. So every time lately we've been talking about food and it just
hits that.
It makes me just like a chicken box right now with fries, right? That's what it comes with?
Yeah.
Fries.
Yeah, you can.
Biscuit? There's like a biscuit in there too?
I don't know. No? You don't need no biscuit.
No biscuits?
No.
Just the chicken and the fries.
Chicken and the fries.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
The biscuit, I mean, you go like the.
And then ketchup? Do you sauce it up?
No. People do, but I just do salt and pepper. A little bit of hot sauce on the fries.
Hot sauce, that's my
go-to. I'm not really a big component. Like
it got salt on it already. Like, you know what I mean? Like
shit already fried.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
shit already fucking you up. So, but it's all cool though. So,
but Baltimore got a lot of good food spots that are underappreciated just because of the bad rap for it.
Yeah, I think Baltimore in general gets a bad rap. However, I also has been other places where I'm like, okay.
It gets a bad rap, but it's
it's somewhat warranted.
Yeah. It's somewhat from an outsider coming in, you probably scared of shit.
Yeah, for sure. It's somewhat. I mean, I'm from Baltimore, and it's a certain place you just don't go. Shit.
So it's funny.
Wrong place, wrong time. That can't happen.
You know Sam, right?
Yeah.
So
Sam Love.
Yeah. On his episode, he was talking about we get us to drop him off there.
Fuck no. For what? In Baltimore, drop him off where in Baltimore?
He wanted to experience the Baltimore, experience.
We kind of talking about.
He wanted to experience the experience.
We had to talk about that one.
See, bro, a lot of people be like that because I remember when I went. So my first time being in California,
like Japanese people at safaris.
Yeah, like people want to just do shit
they just run out the car to the lion.
Yeah, like fuck being in the cage. I want to actually touch the lion. Yeah. Like people do that. I remember when we was in California. I went when I went to California. I was in my high school trip. That's what we went to for a high school trip and senior trip. It was in California, LA. Oh. So we went there. First thing these motherfuckers want to do is
South Central.
Yeah, let's go to Compton. Let's go to Compton. What? No, for what? Yeah. What you want to see in Compton you can't see in Baltimore?
Oh, we want to see some Bloods. Like,
I'm good on it. Drop me off. Fuck that. Take me to the Dodgers game.
I feel like that's a perspective of someone who grew up in it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you're gonna be like that. You know what I mean?
I'm like, oh fuck no.
You go looking for this? No, man.
Yeah, you go looking for violence?
You gotta think of like a crazy like British or South African guy that's like,
bro, what? Yeah, take me to the beaches. I ain't got time for this.
They want to see like the fucking the shit that's sensationalized. Like for instance, he brought up The Wire, right? Like I was in Toronto when I was younger one time for like a wedding. At a random bar talking, these Jamaican guys start talking to me. They hear I'm from Maryland. Guy runs up next to me, sits down. He says, "Hey, you from Maryland? Tell me about The Wire." Like, tell me about Baltimore. Like it was like, because that show is also like it's like Soprano level show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for
Yeah.
people.
That's kind of
Like-
a bad thing. It was well acted.
It was well written, well acted. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's my top show.
Yeah, and the storylines like kind of made sense. I feel like that's kind of what got the generation.
It's based on real characters too.
Yeah, and they kind of had that. They kind of
Like
had the
Lil
lingo
Melvin,
down.
right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like some of his stuff intertwined
yo,
in
you know
that?
what's
I
crazy?
believe so. Truthfully, I haven't seen the entire Wire because I'm just like, it wasn't really my big thing. That came out probably when I was like in third grade,
You know what's crazy?
middle school.
How old are you?
29, be 30
Okay.
tomorrow.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
happy
happy birthday
birthday!
to you.
I
Happy
know the
birthday!
big, the big
Can we
three.
take a? Can you
yeah.
want to give me that? Let's take a
Oh
shot
yeah,
for
for
your
sure,
birthday,
for sure,
man.
for sure. We don't got no cups.
Because this
so
is
we're
a.
gonna straight out the
I
bottle.
mean, everybody worried about the vid? No,
No,
Good?
not at all,
Alright,
not at
everyone's
all,
good?
not at all. I'm vaccinated, unfortunately. I think that's
Yo,
a
I
dumbass
think every
move.
single one of us have that reaction to that shit. That shit is funny. Every single one of us have that reaction to it.
Dead ass, bro. I think that was a dumbass move on my part. Like when I got it, I came back and like my parents had got it because I actually caught COVID and shit like that when
All
it
of us
came out.
did, yeah.
For real.
I caught it before they knew what it was.
So
In like November.
November.
Yeah, like
Sheesh.
early.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
bro, I ended up getting that shit. And then, like, in California, they was getting out the shit. And I was like, man, I'm not getting this shit. And then I came back and I ended up fucking getting it. And I was like, as soon as I got it, I was like, damn, I feel like a jackass. Cause now,
Man, look.
Because now you been hearing people talk about it, be like, yeah, they about to do this. They about to clone people and shit. I'm just like, fuck, I'm don't, damn, I done fucked up. My leg gonna fall off.
Yo, man, the
no.
shit that got me is like, I don't know why I gave into it. Like, all my life they told me about peer pressure and drugs, right? And here I go. Like, yeah. All my life they told me about this shit.
I mean, you fell for all that.
right.
So it's,
No, man,
it's
the
on
thing is,
brand.
the
you
one
know?
time I decided to say no, everybody's getting on me.
Right, so you trying to tell me y'all tell me don't fucking take the weed, but you want me to take this shit? Y'all done peer pressure me and then have my leg fall off. Fucking around with y'all. That shit is crazy though.
Yeah,
Like
the
that.
peer
It's like in 20
yeah.
years, everyone grows unicorn horns or something. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
it's like a late.
Bro, legitimately.
Well, the best case scenario is like you all become X-Men. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
Is it?
If you were X-Men, what would your power be?
Fucking, I don't know.
That's
Flying or
a
something.
that's a good one.
That's a good one. I wouldn't know because people ask you that like, yo, what would your superpower be? I think invisible. That sounds fucked up. Like going to the mics is invisible.
Just go some.
Yeah, no,
I feel like that's just like the most emo response. Though. I just want to be invisible.
I know, right?
I just want to disappear from the world.
Bro, that's what it sounds like.
That's
I'm
how
like,
you know
that
you're like,
shit
no,
sounds
you're like
Stand in the
impressive.
corner of a room and let nobody know I'm there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Cynical people are like that. Like, I want to be here, but not be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know, bro. Probably like super speed or something like that.
Oh, that's
'Cause
a good
'cause-
one.
'cause you know
Yo,
what I'm saying? You know what
that's
I'm
a
saying? I like
good
to
one.
travel, so the anything to not have to pay these high ass plane flights prices.
oh yeah,
I think Storm is one of the coolest X-Men. I think they need to
the
really
weather.
Nah, Storm, the X-Men character.
Yeah, the weather. That's
Like,
her
yeah,
power.
man, she can fly and shit. Like, yo, she
I
can.
mean, flying is
She
that's a generic. You know, you don't gotta be Storm to fly.
She causes hurricanes.
She
So,
causes like she can go to a lot of shit.
Yeah, but who likes that? Nobody in New Orleans
it's
like
like-
that.
it's like a
Is
You know what I mean?
Storm really a superhero?
All right, look, it's like a Raiden that can fly. That's what Storm is.
That's
Don't disrespect Raiden like that, bro.
Raiden
Don't
is
disrespect Raiden like that. Come
Raiden
on.
is Raiden's
Like,
a
she
cool
don't-
character. He kind
Raiden's
of
cool as shit.
he pretty underrated, I think. In
Raiden-
the combat world.
Raiden is underrated. I'll give you that. But his style was dope. Like the hat with the look. Like you
Yeah.
gravitated to Raiden just because he
The
was.
fact that he was a leader, I'm like, how does he live? Why did Luke came the leader? What was he like? He had something with him where he was.
He was
Well, the
the
storyline is just because Raiden is like the elder. You know, he's like
Oh, yeah.
oh shit, is Mortal Kombat Lord of the Rings?
It's Lord of the Rings, Mortal Kombat.
I don't know. Because what came out first?
The Mortal Kombat
Mortal
for sure.
Kombat.
Ooh.
Well, no, the books were written when for Lord of the Rings.
But
Those
hold
might
up,
be older.
Mortal Kombat wasn't Mortal Kombat. When the fuck was Mortal Kombat written? Because that
Don't say-
Written? It was a book.
is a.
you
there
trying to
was-
tell me
I
Mortal
thought- I
Kombat
think there was
is a
something
book?
before it. There
I
was
feel
something
like
before.
Mortal Kombat probably has a book.
I think there's something before it.
But
I
is it one of those? It was a book before a movie.
I think
That's
the-
crazy.
I think the
because you don't hear
characters-
people talking about I'm reading Mortal Kombat.
I think
You
the
know what I'm saying?
characters,
Like-
the characters came from
That's a
somewhere,
good point.
and then they just took it to another level.
What you
Yeah.
read? Mortal
Maybe it was a
Kombat.
comic book. We gotta look that up.
Yeah,
later.
that's a
Yeah,
good look.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Really.
interesting. Okay.
Damn.
Superhero, super speed. That's what you're doing. You talked about
Yeah.
Liu Kang.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
just any way so I could travel. Like I really, if I really had the money, that's all I would do is just travel around, just see the
Yeah.
world and shit
All
like that.
right, what's the top 5 places?
And then
that you
just
would go?
teleport.
Yo, that's
I'm sorry, I just had to throw that like
Just
you know what I
that's
mean?
a good one.
that's true.
Like-
Teleporting's cool, but
like
you
that
know,
movie Jumper.
well, I mean, I still want
Jumper's
to.
a
I still
crazy
want to see
fucking
this. What if I want to see the scenery and stop past the Grand Canyon? I just don't want to just teleport straight to Vegas. I want okay. Let me stop past the Grand Canyon real quick.
Oh, you
So,
got a
know.
good
That's
point.
true. Yeah. See,
I mean,
that's when
you could
flying
just
comes into play.
teleport
That's
to
a
the
good
Grand
point.
Canyon.
How much energy?
Well, but
You
then,
know what I'm saying?
but
You
then
could
he's-
just teleport to the Grand Canyon.
That's see, he's working smarter, not harder.
No, the
For
problem
sure.
is I'm just taking this too practical. Like, yeah, what if we
Yeah.
really had these?
What if I really did it?
but he said he wanted to go fast, so he's basically wanted to be Sonic the Hedgehog. Just
Pretty
go-
much.
like,
How
that's-
much
yeah.
energy is there? I know your lungs
No,
are
there's
gonna
an X-Men
fire
that
after
has that power. He's Magneto's son. From the X-Men
Oh, shit. Yeah,
movies,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the young kid. Remember, he got down with them. He went in there.
Yeah.
He's like, everything's turned slow motion, and he puts on his headphones. And I forget his name. Brandon, do you know that kid's name? Magneto's son. Oh, yeah, but he's Magneto's son.
Damn, did not know that. But you were saying like the top places I would like to go. I think that's what you was about to say.
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah, that's a good
What you go
question.
to bucket list travel places?
It's because clearly you want to travel. I hear it. Like you want to travel.
Yeah, I do want to travel. So I think the top places.
Before you answer this, what's the best places you have been, and then go into what you want to go?
I mean, so okay, I had now keep in mind I have not been out of the country.
Right.
yet.
Okay.
So the best places I have been, honestly, probably all the West Coast, like Colorado was dope.
Mm.
You see the Red Rocks?
I didn't see Red Rocks.
You gotta do
Wait,
that.
did I? I might have seen Red. I don't remember. I was so high during that trip.
Yeah.
I'm high during every trip,
That's
but
it.
definitely that trip. Colorado was cool. Like I said, the fact that I lived in Cali is like really a big part. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
That I
Cali's
really like.
beautiful.
It's pretty much all the West Coast states. Like Arizona's really underrated.
Arizona's beautiful.
It's really underrated.
You know what's underrated? New Mexico.
New Mexico
Like,
too.
because the terrain, like the
Yeah.
terrain of Arizona, like once you get into even New Mexico more, it gets more like colorization between like the rocks. And
Yo, that's
it's
crazy. So
beautiful.
like, I actually like I got into hiking like in the last 2 years or whatever. New Mexico and Arizona, like one of the top two, some of the top places to go and do that shit. Especially not in the summertime, but like more so like around like November, December-ish.
Yeah.
Because it's a little cooler.
I lived in Nevada, and the desert is just there's a charm to it. So like that American Southwest,
Yes.
there's just something to those like cactuses and just like the way of life down there. I mean,
Yeah, I drove from California to Arizona to visit a friend. It's like an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
I drove that joint by myself, and it was a pretty dope drive. Like it was really weird because you literally drive.
love
through,
long
like,
road
rain,
trips.
snow.
Oh, so you sound like you like road trips.
Yeah, bro. I really just like seeing shit. You know, especially just nowadays. I just really be trying to see stuff, get out and about.
so what are you trying to see outside the country? Like, where's your if I told you right now you can go, I got 2 tickets to go anywhere you want to go, which I don't have, so don't get like excited about it.
Oh, okay.
But,
I was like,
yeah,
for
no,
real?
I want to put that
I
out
was
now.
like, damn, y'all
We-
doing it big on the podcast.
We have a low budget right now, but we're maybe one day.
Hey, maybe one day.
Maybe one day. But where would you go?
You know, I guess everybody would expect me to say some type of African country. I don't know. I'd probably say like Amsterdam and shit. I just like to try the weed there.
Okay.
Yeah, you going to the weed. All right, you coming with me then.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
gonna find somebody to
I
weed.
feel like the
sure.
allure from Amsterdam fell off once, like something
Legalization.
happened, right? Like
Something
there was
did
like
you
a
know what
big
happened?
draw for it.
What happened was
Do you-
Cali's weed got better. Cali started growing the best weed in the world.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
That's a
lie.
good part.
That's what happened.
that's a good because it was like a fall off,
Yeah.
right? It was like
Yeah.
everyone was like Amsterdam
You
is
know what's
like.
underrated? Vancouver.
I hear that.
Vancouver.
I hear that.
Very underrated.
So
I
somebody
do
told
hear
me that
that.
Vancouver. Somebody told me Calgary.
Yeah.
Mm.
Somebody told me Calgary. is very
What's the other
underrated.
one? Starts with an M. Damn.
Montreal.
There you go.
That's. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That was Montreal. Not
There's a
Calgary.
big comedy scene, right? Or
Oh,
In
something.
Montreal,
yeah.
yeah,
This
yeah,
weekend got the
yes.
Toronto Comedy Festival, which is like
Yes.
one of the biggest comedy festivals in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always
actually-
hear older comics talk about.
Yeah, because that was the go-to. That was
Yeah.
basically like, all right, that was like the Oscars of comedy for a
Whoa.
long time.
Okay.
So I will change it. I'll probably say Montreal because somebody told me that shit is definitely a good time, and it's it's not. Too
You know they
crazy.
legalized weed now
in Montreal.
in the whole Canada. You can there's 19 across the board. So there's drinking, smoking, all of that shit is 19.
It hadn't been weed legal in Canada. I feel like
And Cali was
They were
different.
working their
And
way
Cali
there,
was
I think.
Cali's been recreational, basically, man, because they were medical for so long before.
Yeah,
I think the recreational
yeah.
hit. They just kind of bought it in within the last 3-4 years
Yeah.
officially,
Okay.
and then DC did it obviously, and then Toronto as a whole country did it, which is,
Yeah.
that was a first for a lot of things. I think Uruguay did it first. You could trade weed in Uruguay.
Dang.
You could use it as a currency in Uruguay.
Yeah.
What?
See, I didn't know that.
That's
some
crazy.
wild shit. Yo,
That is wild.
that Uruguay president was dope, bro. So like he gave away 90% of his income. He lived in like a
Really?
hut on the side. You gotta look him up. He died. He passed away. But the dude that
Interesting.
did it, the dude that legalized that shit, you gotta look him up. He's a cool person.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dope because you don't really hear any type of government official doing no shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like living with the people, like literally being for the people.
Yeah. He's
Like
literally living with the
yeah.
people.
And the trade like
Uruguay?
weed for current-
Yeah, Uruguay.
Where's that?
South America.
Okay.
South America.
Is in there Paraguay? No?
Nah, man.
I don't know how to
believe
just
it,
rhyming
bro.
shit. Look at
No, I just
Is it
didn't rhyme.
Paraguay?
Uruguay, Paraguay.
Is
That was a
it
legit question.
I actually don't
Is it
know. I
near
actually don't know.
Vietnam?
That was a legit
I
question.
legit don't know.
They're right next to each other.
right. Neighbors and shit.
Okay, so first Paraguay is where you're going right now. Like Montreal,
Nah.
that's number
Hey,
one.
Well, I would say
Where-
Montreal.
where's two?
Probably like I don't know. I would probably do like South Africa. I heard that shit's pretty dope. Somewhere like that, like Nigeria.
So it is Africa. He said everyone's expecting me to say Africa at any point.
I know.
Hey,
Yeah,
no,
I
for
thought
real.
you throw one bunch in there.
Honestly, my go-to is Africa. Like, there's a lot of places like, all right, so Nigeria is definitely on it.
Mm.
One
What
of my-
draws you to Nigeria?
just what we were taught and versus what I seen is
Yeah.
different, and I want to really experience that.
You were taught about Nigeria?
Exactly my point. Exactly
Not
my
a damn
point.
thing.
I don't remember
Hey,
that
you went to
in the
Frederick High School,
curriculum
so
in my public high
yeah,
school.
you went to Frederick High School. It's a little different. We had this discussion last time.
Yeah, we learned about Liberia, boy.
Funny thing is about Nigeria, I think that their ancestors, it doesn't trace back to them being slaves.
It
Like,
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Where? Nigeria?
They's one of the only African countries where it's like they didn't have slaves in that
Whoa.
part.
Yeah,
So that's
Huh.
why they're really like bougie. If you ever talk to a Nigerian,
they are. Like,
bougie.
if you
they
look at
hate
them,
they hate black people.
if
Like
you
African Americans.
look up a picture of a
I
Nigerian.
was about to say, hold on, what?
They hate
There you
Africans,
go.
bro. Africans hate African Americans, bro. They don't think we're real Africans. Like real, like you're not from the motherland. Like that's a legit thing. Patrice O'Neal talked about it. That's like a legit thing.
Mm.
Like I have, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially Nigerian, like they really don't believe that we're from that part. They're like, oh, no, y'all were slaves. It's like, my bad, y'all sold us. I'm
But,
sorry.
but do they treat other like around countries surrounding it? Is it just like a
I can't get into African politics.
All right, let's not do that.
I can't talk,
You want to talk about Liberia, boy?
Nah, I can't.
Hi, this is Alex Jones.
know,
We're talking about
I'm trying
Liberia.
to tell you, somebody, one of the Africans gonna pull up with a MAGA hat or something
And
like
no,
that. Fucking
An African with a MAGA hat.
make Africa great again. make Nigeria great again. No African Americans here.
Oh my gosh.
For real. But
No, I get that. I mean, some people like being a Pakistani American, like Pakistanis, some will look at you like you're not,
yeah,
I think
that
the term
I mean,
is ABCD.
I understand.
Have you heard
your
about
point.
that?
No.
yeah, no.
American born confused Daisy.
Hey, that's fun. No, but here's the thing. I look at it like this, right? I'm from Guyana, right? I can't
Right.
go to Guyana and say I'm Guyanese because I'm not.
Right.
I think
That's
at the end of
true.
the day, I'm American, right?
True.
Like,
Then why you lie to everybody on stage every day when you say
I have ties.
you
there.
Guyanese, bro?
We got ties though. That's the main thing.
No,
You tell white people you're Guyanese.
But over
They don't know
here
the difference.
in
Yeah,
this
they don't.
country, I'm Guyanese. In this country, because I'm not white and because I don't fit into the mold, they know I'm something different.
Okay.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying.
So you're saying you go to Guyana and you can't say I'm Guyanese. So
yeah,
then
in
what you
Guyana,
do?
I'm American, but over here, I'm Guyanese. Isn't that funny?
But they look.
Yeah,
but you're
and
not.
You do the same thing. You can't. You're not you go to Pakistan, you're American.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
But over here, what are you? They're not going to treat you like you're American.
That's a good point. They'll call you what your parents are, or like what
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm born in America. Ah, no, you're Asian. So I was
So-
born here.
So depending on what country you're in, depends on what country you're from. Is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, because
It depends
that's
on what
literally
country
what you're
you
you know
saying.
what's
in.
funny? No, because when I went
In
to
a way, though, yeah.
when I
Yeah.
went to Colombia, right, the dude asked me where I'm from. He was like, and like I said America, right, and he was like, "No, you're not. Where are you really from?" So like he was basically he broke it down to like, "All right, no. Where what's your origins?" Like-
I think the people who are like really in tune with that are probably going to be like that. Like, I think your average person is probably going to be like, "Oh yeah, you're from America." Like
Are
your
you-
average naive person. But I think anybody
guess if
that,
you have
that
a
really
real-
looks at you, you're just gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm trying."
But
to
then
know,
again, you
like-
could have some American behavior to be like, "All right, that's American." Like,
Yeah, I
piece
mean,
of shit American.
yeah, we from America at the end of the day, so yeah, of course we go anywhere else. It's gonna be some American behavior.
So Mike, do you ever think about or have thought about or have asked your family about like your guys' like family tree lineage? Because I know I've thought about it and tried to figure it out myself, but like my family lived in villages like not too long ago, so there's no record and shit. So I can't do Ancestry.com. Have you ever like gone deep into like your history?
I've always wanted to, but I've only went so far as just like to ask my parents. Like,
I'm scared they're gonna steal
you
my
should
shit.
do like a
You know what I'm saying?
steal your shit. You're worried about, dude. He was already saying y'all already about to get cloned. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't want to give them all the shit. Like
they already got it.
They got piece of it. They don't got the whole.
You know who
shit,
has the
Walk around and see yourself. They gonna clone you.
Shit, they might. I don't know. I've been having
Like,
this
what the fuck
iPhone for a minute.
First off, I want to know why they gonna clone me.
You know who has the largest
Out of all people to clone, why me?
I mean,
to mine gold or whatever? You know what I mean? You know what group of people has the largest catalog of human DNA?
what?
The Mormons.
Mm.
The Mormons have. You heard about that, right, Brandon?
What the fuck? Hold up.
Run it
back.
back.
I mean,
Why-
look it up.
For what?
Mormons have hella kids, don't they? They ain't got nothing to do with the DNA.
I don't know about what it is specifically or why, but if you look it up, they have the catalog of like the DNAs of like everyone, the biggest number.
So basically, I'm not doing that shit because I don't want to give it to the Mormons.
I thought you said because you didn't want to be Mormon because they cloned
Yo, you know what's funny as shit?
Mormon-ish.
All right, yo, I got a funny ass Mormon story, bro. So like,
See,
all right,
you guys have a moment for Ezekiel or who is it? Like, what's the guy's name?
Ezekiel.
John Adams. John Smith. Yeah.
they,
Ish Smith.
Ish Smith, the Mormon.
Hold on.
Smith is a basketball player.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Hold on. No.
Ish Smith, the Mormon.
He would just be
He's
Smish.
Mormon also.
He would be Smish.
Smish.
Ish
Smish
Smish.
Ish. His first name be his last
Oh,
name.
God.
Smish Ish.
What's I going to say? Oh, it's the Mormons.
For the Washington Wizards.
Yo, one time I was in my neighborhood, right, and I saw like these group of people. They're going door to door. It was three dudes, and like and then when they came by, I figured out they're from the church, Mormon church. All of a sudden, they didn't come to my door. I was outside, right, and then all of a sudden, about an hour later, 3 girls come. They try to get 3 girls to come and give me the Mormon shit at the door. I thought that shit was the funniest shit in the world.
Bro, so I didn't know Mormons do the same thing as Jehovah's Witness. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yo, so I learned
In
some
what
shit,
way?
right?
What do you mean? Like
hold
as
up.
far as proclamate?
No, I mean, well, no, they go, so they
recruit.
go door to door. They
Yeah, the
recruit.
recruit.
Yeah.
So like literally, Jehovah's Witnesses are the same way, bro. They knock door to door and they would literally hunt you down. Like it's jokes and shit about like motherfuckers hiding in that house because
Yeah.
Jehovah's Witnesses is like IRS.
Rastafarians would be super successful with that.
Yo, nah, yo.
Like if a Rastafarian knocked on my door, I'm
Butter,
like, yo,
butter,
hey,
butter,
get the
butter.
door, let him in.
Butter.
Walk one me out.
That's what they should do. They should come around with some weed and be like, let's smoke real quick. Let me tell you about Jesus.
Let me tell you about this
bro.
Rastafarian shit.
Yeah, real quick. You know what I'm
This
saying?
Haile Selassie, you know about him?
See, get me on a recruitment team. I know how to really recruit
I
people.
figured
Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment for Ja?
Have you received job blessings today?
What would Ja do? Oh, that's a good bumper
What would
sticker.
you-
What would Ja do?
What would God do?
It's the
I mean,
same thing.
WWE
Ja would roll up.
He would- Ja would roll up.
Ja would roll up and let's talk about this shit real quick.
Oh, man.
For real. But no,
So no, yo,
Jehovah's
back to the
good
Mormon
too.
shit. You know,
Yeah.
all right, if you ask them to do something, they have to do it. So like, if I knew this,
That don't sound right.
no, but hold on. I meant like a chore.
I'm pretty
So,
sure somebody's taking advantage.
Yeah, what's the catch?
No,
Where's the
no,
catch?
So if you concern and say like, yo, I need my grass cut, they would have to go cut your fucking grass.
Really? Like,
That ass
just-
serious. This is some shit that's really fucking true. Mormons have to do it. Like,
Well,
I
they
don't-
do.
You think they work for black people like that? Man, fuck.
A black Mormon?
Man, hell.
I mean, are there black Mormons?
Hold up.
I feel like that's comedy's next
I'm pretty
trend.
sure it is. Maybe.
Is there Jehovah's Witnesses in Baltimore?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I know some
I'm-
black.
I'm
Oh
ran-
shit!
I ran for them dudes the other day.
Will Smith,
Will Smith.
Will Smith is a
Scientologist.
Scientologist.
last name Smith. That's all I was just saying. Like, you know? I was trying to make the connection with the Mormons.
And I don't even know if he's a Scientologist no more. I think he gave that shit
I didn't
up
even know
after
he
the
was a
Jada shit.
I don't think you can give that shit up.
Bro, you don't think Will...
I know the boy T. Cruz.
I mean, Will Smith and T. Cruz are kind of
Yeah.
like... Will Smith is like the black Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
he-
I get
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You're right.
He's in that
Yeah.
same type of outer world
Yeah,
type
you're right.
of like...
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
right.
it's Will Smith. Like
Mm.
he Will Smith. Like that man smacked Chris Rock and then got on stage and was singing his song "Get Jiggy with It" with the Oscars.
You know why I can never?
Like
Will Smith in my eyes can do no wrong only because Fresh Prince is
Fresh
one
Prince
of my
is such a,
favorite.
like,
Like
yeah.
it's
That was our
such a big
generation,
thing
man.
to me.
it's like
Yeah.
so.
It's a comfort show of mine.
now
So
we,
like
now we say the same thing about Bill Cosby.
Oh.
that's what people
took-
said.
they-
Yeah,
they-
that's
I
what
mean,
people said.
I
That's what people
don't
said.
know. I wasn't there, so
Yeah.
I mean, Will Smith ain't.
I mean, he ain't Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That is an extreme.
I will still listen to R. Kelly, though.
That's fair enough. I mean, I don't. At the end of the day, because if you're gonna look at R. Kelly, bro, you gotta look at the parents also.
Yeah, that 100%. 100%. Nah, man.
I know, but let's not get into shifting blame.
I'm not trying to blame nobody. I'm not trying to blame nobody, but I am saying though.
The thing about R. Kelly is there was
there
was contracts involved with R. Kelly.
Nope.
You know what kid at?
Hey, how long have we been going, Brandon? I'm just kidding. Time check.
We got on R. Kelly.
Huh?
54.
Oh, beautiful. We got like another 20, 30 minutes.
My bad.
No, we're good.
I won't say nothing about Robert Kelly. You say you listen to him. I think that's way worse than
but
what I said.
Is it though?
I haven't heard R. Kelly in 3 years.
I did.
Hey,
but
you know what's funny?
Someone will think what I said,
funny?
and I'm like, yeah, I get that. But when you say it, immediately there's like a blue hair woman that comes out of the back. It's like, wait a second, buddy.
Wait a second, buddy. Are you victim shaming?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
R. Kelly got fucked out of every contract he ever signed. All those parents that signed those contracts in every single record, he doesn't own shit for his masters. He doesn't own shit for fucking one of these kids.
R. Kelly can't read either. I heard.
He can't. He's illiterate.
No, he dropped out in like the.
Yeah,
that's
the thing.
That's all he knows how to do is sing.
Hey,
yeah.
I was gonna say he can't read that motherfucking sing though.
Oh yeah, he can't read though.
He did write some songs though.
Yeah, the closet shit.
The closet shit.
Trapped in the closet. That shit.
I mean, who
that
you gotta say that was creative.
It was drawn out.
Well,
it was drawn out.
After the fifth one, it became less very good. When we talk about
maybe,
bitches,
but people was people was watching. Like if it came out, you just had to see what happened.
Yeah, it was a big thing, but I mean,
it's just creative. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's creative.
I mean, but fuck.
I mean, that's so is peeing on people. I guess.
Fuck R. Kelly and fuck the parents.
Yeah. Fuck R. Kelly.
Yeah, the victims have nothing to blame for this.
No.
Yep. And we
put a pin on that one and nicely. I like how you
gotta cut the rest and be like, just come back to fuck R. Kelly.
Speaking of others, you really Michael Jackson moonwalked that.
Moonwalk right into
Michael Jackson and another guy. All right, let's
get over these shits, man.
Somehow we're being Amir right now and somehow bringing it to the thing about.
So do y'all? Because I don't know how much time we got, but do y'all fuck with shrooms?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. So I've been fucking with the shrooms recently.
Can I just say something?
What's that? The shirt looks like shrooms. I know.
I wasn't even.
I
wasn't even going to say that.
Now that you mention it,
I was going to say you would never wear that in Cali. Right?
No, fuck no, I wouldn't wear this in Cali. This is definitely a Baltimore purchase for sure. This is definitely a Baltimore purchase.
No, I was going to say about shrooms, and I don't want this to come out a certain way, so I'm going to try to say this right.
Here we go.
As of recently, the cultural climate. Black people are being more receptive
to the shrooms,
yeah. Shrooms. It's a thing, right? Like I'm not just. I just didn't notice that on my own, right?
No. That's not out of. I believe a lot of black people are being more because the first people was like, I'm not fucking with that shit. Yeah. Like, that shit'll kill you. And it's like, well, no.
It was like viewed it just like acid or LSD or like all that type of stuff. Like,
exactly. Like in the black community, that shit is viewed as like coke.
Yeah.
You know, like crack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then even if people like, I'd be like, you tripping about coke? Motherfucker, I know people who pop pills, bro. Like, why are you tripping about that? But yeah, like black people are a lot more receptive. You find a lot more black people that are doing it now. Especially, I think people are semi doing their research and semi just like, oh, it's really not that bad.
So what's your like what experience have you felt like when you've had just like you've taken enough shrooms to be like I'm gone or I'm here or what did you experience?
It's just for me, honestly, I'm not really looking for anything as far as like, you know, trying to find anything like the greater power. I'm just really doing it just to have a little bit of fun.
Well, not looking, but like
what do I feel off of it?
Yeah, like because it's such a weird, amazing feeling, and it has like it's like you're unlocking these doors. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so I'm interested from like
it makes you feel like you're just
like what do you think about like where's your brain? Like what is
my brain is usually like it's really a lot of because like I sometimes I do and then like I start like walking just around just being out. Like, I went to a T-Pain concert off of shrooms.
That's it, yo.
You went to a what?
That's probably funny shit. That was probably funny shit. You know what's funny? Bro. I took shrooms and went to Baltimore.
For real?
I did. I did.
That doesn't sound fun at all. T-Pain on shrooms fun. Baltimore shrooms not fun.
Probably not. Yeah. Granted, now this
and I will just say, if there's a black guy that's gonna do shrooms, T-Pain.
T-Pain.
T-Pain, yeah.
T-Pain, like
T-Pain probably would do shrooms.
T-Pain
Yeah.
and Wiz.
He has shroom vibes.
It started tripping me.
does.
It started tripping me out with somebody. It started tripping me out though because he had like this robot voice.
I was gonna say the auto tune and all that shit. That shit'll fuck with
that shit. That like the
like
light.
you didn't like it?
Well, I was there, but like the light and shit like that off of shrooms, bro. It got
sensory
me, like,
overload.
Yeah, it was too much, and like I had to dip. Like we left early, and I was like, he was one more, ooh yeah, away from me fucking throwing up, legitimately. But I mean, other than that though, it just makes you feel like, cause you like when I'm off, I just watch people like, damn, people are really just like small shit, like damn, people are really just living their lives.
Yo, so you know what's crazy?
You
One of the
know what I'm
first
saying?
You start
things
getting
I
like
talked about this before. Like,
outward perspective. Like you start
It's
thinking
really,
of things
it's really outward.
like detached.
It's
you
really
know what I
out
mean?
because I think I do that. I'm kind of like outward perspective anyway. Without that, so like in general,
it enhances it.
Yeah, I'm always a proponent. Like for me, just to be nice. For one, it doesn't take anything to be nice to somebody. 1, 2. Sometimes you gotta put yourself in somebody's shoes. You ain't gotta put yourself in somebody's shoes for the whole day, but you can put yourself in somebody's shoes just for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, and be like, okay, what this person might be going through. You know what I'm saying? Because you really never know what people might be going through. We all going through something, bro, as humans in life. But you really never know what people might be going through. So with the shrooms, it really has me more of a, like you said,
sensitivity to
Yo, that might be why.
And I'm just enjoying people being out like, damn, people are just living their lives.
So
That might be why I'm less cynical now. Because remember I said before, I'm getting less and less cynical.
Maybe
it's the shrooms.
Bro,
like I'm being more like receptive to
They're
starting
to do like shrooms and shit for like people with PTSD. And stuff like that for people with depression and stuff like that. Like it's becoming like a medical thing. I told people I'm like in like 5 years or so, like shrooms is gonna be like the next kind of like weed. Like
for sure. Yeah, people. The microdoses is gonna come in. So I took mushrooms and I went to DC and I did the monuments thing. So I got to the Lincoln thing and I just sat there for a second. And I just sat there for about an hour and I watched the groups of people that would just come by. Like in that little time, I saw like this Russian family came through, this other black family came through, this little band came through. It was like just sitting there like, damn, this like you see a lot of shit. And it's like, you have a whole new appreciation for it. Even like walking around, you see like the different like people in their cars pointing like, oh shit. Like, I think we're in such a unique, dope area to actually and like to see that shit.
Do y'all think it's something deeper to that? Like not necessarily a frequency, but like even having the ability to like understand and have that perspective, right? Like why is this thing out there, this thing that we eat like shrooms, and then we start like having these different perspectives.
Thoughts,
and like
because some people naturally think that shit. And then some like it's crazy how like you watch what's dope about mushrooms is like each person's experience is gonna be totally different, but it's gonna bring you together somehow.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, we all the same. At the end of the day, really, like we all human. We all trying.
I guess that's what I'm talking about, like the consciousness aspect of it. Like you know how they talk about what's the thing they talk about when everyone's consciousness, like connected conscious? Is that just simply what it's called? Like you know, I'm talking about like one conscious, like everyone's
thinking, like can vibe
like,
off the same thing.
Yeah, and almost like a unison in like all of our frequencies to our minds and conscience. Sorry, I've been reading about Sumerians.
Oh no, you all good. I think honestly,
are you into like super? I mean. Clearly, you take shrooms, so
yeah.
Like,
I mean, like,
do you ever think about like the deeper levels of all that stuff?
Yeah, bro, and that's usually because you be high as shit off the shrooms. But usually, bro, I think about that because it's like after a while, you kind of have to wonder to yourself, like, all right, what is like, what are we necessarily doing here? You know, you gotta think of some type of high power. Like people who don't believe, like for people who don't believe in aliens, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can believe in it what you want to believe in, but you're trying to tell me it's
you can't be the only one.
Billions and billions of galaxies. And you trying to tell me you're the only motherfucker that's living and breathing?
Now we talking, Mike. Now we talking.
Yeah.
Aliens. I didn't even. Hey, he brought him up. I didn't even need to.
Bro, I'm being legit though. Like, yo, you gotta be naive. Like, come on, now,
you take it even just right here, right? Just Earth. We haven't been to the bottom of the ocean yet. There's some dark shit down there. We cannot work down there. What the fuck is that?
What's been making me think about it more lately is like the human aspect of like the storytelling. Right? So like all these beliefs and thoughts that religions and history has, right? Based off science and archaeology, right? You have all these things that are like you're taught in school and curriculum that's like, this is standard. You know what I mean? These are the standard beliefs. This is what the world is. This is science, right? And then you start looking deeper and like even little things like Noah's flood, you know what I mean? You start realizing, oh, there's flood stories everywhere. And then even the Sumerians had a story about the flood and the Epic of Gilgamesh and all these crazy stories. And you're like, what is really, like you said, like what is
really the main thing?
What happened, right? Like
I think everyone honestly thinks
we talking about aliens. I'm taking a shot
Oh,
now,
yeah,
baby.
nah,
Let's
bro.
go.
We turned up. But I honestly think that it comes down to, I believe everybody has the same story, and everybody is all the religion and beliefs. I believe it all comes from like one same story.
Yes.
It's just like telephone. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, everybody's going to get the shit different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was that billions of years ago. Like, you know, your memory's not good from fucking 3 months ago. You try to tell a story, be fucking the story up. I mean,
That's exactly what I was thinking, because
saying?
even the tablets that they found of the Sumerian, like the Sumerian creation story, right?
Yeah.
That tablet was found by the University of Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
right? And it was all broken and messed up. There's no narrative, but they have pieces of the flood story in there. So who knows like what we're missing and what powers they might have had. But like I had a belief that humans of antiquity and back in the day, they had powers of the brain. Like we could talk telepathically, they could move things with their brain.
I agree with you.
They knew how to use frequencies and sound.
That 10% we only use our
and
brains.
you know what's even
Like,
deeper and trippier
like,
about it is like, if you look into like alien stories or even like biblical stories, they talk about different things happening through people singing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just frequencies and sounds.
Dolphins, that's how dolphins can communicate. They use frequencies. Those sonar, how they communicate is frequencies.
And young dolphins.
You almost said young dolphins.
I was about to say dolphins bumping young dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I fuck with this. Yeah. Now we talking my speed. You said pull up on the op, motherfucker? Absolutely. Say no more. And when dolphins.
Oh, those sharks talking what?
I'm trying to tell them dolphins be diving out the fucking entrapments and shit.
You know dolphins have names?
What like
when they're born, the chirp that they have for each other, they're specific. Each one has a specific chirp and frequency.
Who the fuck studied them that long to figure that out?
I mean, honestly, but even probably not too much, because even if you really like pay attention to birds, no bird sounds the same. You like nothing.
But dude, you gotta think about Darwin. No really people like him.
You're right.
Like,
I never thought of that.
Yeah,
there's people who dedicate their lives to slugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like
true.
their whole day in and day out for their whole tenure, their whole life, they have a world's like a lifetime of work around a slug, and then that passes to this. It's like, and that's just, I mean, how many people in the world? Like somehow, that's why I don't get when Neil deGrasse Tyson or people say they don't believe in aliens or why would aliens come to us? Like the same reason we go to Borneo and look at red ants or some shit, you know what I mean? Or whatever we do.
And then you kind of answer it yourself, like, why would aliens come to us? And I'd be like, yeah, why would they come to us? And like, motherfucker, you got motherfuckers being famous on TikTok and shit like that, doing a whole bunch of dumbass shit. It's literally a fucking avenue for people just to be on TikTok.
Oh shit, are we the TikTok of the universe? We just have the autistic aliens that come to watch us do the dumbest stuff.
Legitimately,
the aliens that drive drunk end up here.
We're reality TV,
bro. Because there's no way you telling me that 1 million people is gonna watch somebody eat some snow crab legs.
Yo, you know
bro.
what's funny? You say that? Hold on, I gotta get this out. It's so funny about that thought because David Duchovny, Fox Mulder from the X-Files, right? I just read this earlier today. He believes that he has this dumb theory, not as a theory, but it's almost like a funny thing that he throws out there, that he believes that the aliens that visit us are the dentists and like the bad aliens of the world, like the ones that they don't like, that they send away.
So I'm gonna take
and
this
like we're
way,
like exile.
What if like an alien commits murder or something and they get sentenced to life, and the whole life is you gotta like transform into somebody and go be a politician here?
Because you know what's weird? It's funny you say that because some people think that's how our souls are trapped here.
Is you become a politician?
Well, just like Earth is hell. In a sense,
shit.
like Earth is the place of gnashing teeth and fire and all that stuff, right? Because like another crazy theory that they have is like there's this like paranormal emotional force field around Earth, so our souls can't escape Earth, so they keep coming, like reincarnation that keeps happening. And you know where it comes from? Hold on, check this out. It comes from them using us to harvest, like emotions are a currency. Because by the time aliens become grays and who they are, they've become symbiotic, so they've lost that human aspect. So now the idea of feeling is a drug.
I'm not gonna lie. If that was before you get to what you're gonna get to, if that was an actual thing. You know how many Christians would be just killing themselves to do like, yo, my soul. This is it.
Well, that's why they don't.
Trapped in?
Yeah.
Not
only Christians,
bro.
a lot
of people though.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say,
go
like,
deep
is
into
that where Hindus get the reincarnation from?
Yeah,
that could be part
That's
of
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, I want to know, like, all right, those original stories, because like each religion has their own like twist on shit. It basically is the same thing that we all feel what we need to do right? You know what I mean? So, what is their twist on it? Like, how did you get to that point? Like, how did they get to the reincarnation? What original story did that person hear to write that in that book to pass it on?
As far as being a good person.
No, I'm talking about like those little side stories, like the reincarnation that Hindus believe in, like the like.
I think it's like what Mike said. I think it has a truth origin, and then it telephone
down,
and we're doing our best.
I want to know the specific origin of the reincarnation. Like, what is that? Like,
well, it's got to be Buddhist and Hindu based. Like,
definitely,
they're the two religions that. So, like, Buddhism comes from Hinduism. Okay, so there you go. So Hinduism. Buddha was Hindu.
Okay.
See, like, and that's another twisted thing too. Like, all right, so Jesus was a Jew, and like Muslims believe all this shit too. Like,
Jesus was a Jew. Oh my God,
that fucks people up. Like, and then it's like,
oh my Lord.
But then it's like,
you trying to tell me Jesus wasn't black?
Hold on, Jesus was a black Jew. Jesus is Kanye.
Jesus was a black Jew.
Like, Yasaway. What are we doing right now?
You know what's crazy?
Black people and good with money? Nah.
You know what's wild? The world existed before Jesus.
Black Mormons? Sorry.
The world
Will Smith?
Will Smith? Scientology? Jesus
the
Christ.
Antichrist, sorry.
Oh my Lord.
Sorry, that was...
We just
went too crazy. Sorry, what were you saying?
I forgot.
That was so fucked up the whole time. It's just trying to jump in. Wait, I had to start. I'm so sorry.
I completely forgot, bro.
That was so fucked up.
I'm so sorry.
That was so
good.
rude.
We're good. Because the thing is, I couldn't.
We're just talking about all our brains are wired because we're talking about the most exciting thing in all of our lives right now.
I'm trying to tell you, religion. Not football right
Religion's
now.
weird. That's it.
It can be. It could definitely be weird. It's just, I don't know. I think you believe what you believe in. I think whatever helps you get through the day.
Well, it sounds like you're not religious or spiritual, but that's what I believe.
I think people that push it on you, I think that's a mental illness.
Yeah.
I'll be straight up with you. I'll just go straight there.
Said like that.
I think that's just a mental illness because if I feel like I believe in something so much,
the Mormons are punching the air right now.
Yeah, I know. I think that shit's to get kids to do that shit, bro. Like, I think that's just a mental illness, bro. Like, because the thing is,
but where does it stop? Because then, if you're a parent,
it could be kind of
your kid.
Because I don't think that's organic. Because the thing is, if I got morphed into it just because somebody rang my doorbell. Bro,
but what about is it organic with the child then? Because it's just based off.
I don't think it is because like if you're born into it, I don't think that's true. I think you're picking up certain things.
But I think we're too far gone because like Mike's saying, we're at the point of telephone now where there is no like.
And that's what I'm getting at with it
right?
because I don't think what we're getting is the truth. Is the truth?
But isn't that what is that what agnostic means?
To not.
It's like you believe in different things.
Yeah,
right.
It's like
atheist says you don't believe in nothing, right?
Yeah, it's like you believe in a higher spirit, but you just don't know what it is.
Yeah. And that's why they stopped teaching intelligent design in school. Remember they used to teach us that?
I don't.
Like when they teach us like how the world came in, like the possibilities of creation, it was like intelligent design.
I skipped that day.
All right. They stopped doing it.
It wasn't pizza day. I'm not coming.
Yeah.
You would have loved you should have smoked and went to school that day.
Hey, how much did you skip school when you went to school?
It was bad, dude. I had to sign in the principal's
office.
I can
tell you were bad.
Yeah.
I can tell you were bad with it.
Jesus Christ. Yo, I've never skipped school like that. But my school was so small, so if they call your parents and shit.
They'll notice.
No, yeah, like literally you skip school, they call your parents.
I was born in January. So
call like, yo,
I had an early birthday. So when my senior year I turned 18, I could write my own sick notes.
Yeah.
Yo, I took full advantage of that shit.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, I took full advantage of that shit.
I skipped. I would go to school, meet my friends, and then we would just leave. Like in the morning,
that's what would happen. Yo,
and we were like, "Let's go."
Or I would leave to smoke, and then I would be like, "Man, fuck this class."
Then one day I looked up and I had a 0.0 GPA.
So yeah, see, look, I'm
you had a 0.0. Bro, you gotta try to do that.
But then
they had to put your name on the paper.
Then I had to sign in every morning in the principal's office. They had a meeting with they make your mom cry, all that shit.
Hey,
and then
your son's a degenerate.
Yeah, and then I got straight A's next semester, and I got most improved student.
Yo,
okay.
You know what's funny?
Tried.
I got a funny ass story.
For the first time.
So the very first time I skipped school was in middle school. I was like in 7th grade, right? So
That's young to skip.
Yeah, I started.
I was devious. See, I wish I was more devious when I was early. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I started early because one of my friends had a friend that was already in high school. So I mean, his brother was already in high school. So his friends were skipping school to smoke weed, and I was like, you know what? Hey, yo, you want to tag on with them? I'm like, fuck it, why not? So I jumped on and I tagged on with him. Yo, where was I going with this? What are we talking about for?
I remember that until I come back. But you reminded me. I skipped one of the first times was in 8th grade. All right,
my bad.
He's back.
All right,
He's back.
So
He had Mitch McConnell for a second. Sorry.
that's exactly what happened. You know what happened? I took a bunch of edibles. Hey, Mitch McConnell. These edibles are hitting me now.
Oh yeah, them beef
Hold on,
jerky
is that what's
edibles.
wrong with
Oh,
Mitch
bro.
McConnell? He's just the edibles hit him for a
man.
second.
Mitch McConnell was on some delayed like edibles that he ate 15 years ago. Shit.
Joe Biden is too. Joe Biden's on
Man,
delay.
Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell is the same person.
Joe Biden's on delayed coke.
That's like latent crack or coke.
Nah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
there's no coke with Joe Biden because he would have. George Bush is on the coke.
George Bush. Yeah, no, George Bush.
Is
was
that
coke,
why he
yeah.
just paints now?
Yeah.
Who, George Bush? Yeah. George Bush is still
This some
thinking
weird
about
ass
They're
shit.
not bad, dude.
Hey, yo,
George
hey,
Bush
they're
still
not
thinking
bad.
about when the
Hey,
Secret
man.
Service whispered in his ear that 9/11 was happening.
This is some fucked up
While he
shit.
was reading the book.
This is some fucked up shit.
Bro, that
Red
shit,
bird,
that
blue
shit,
bird.
bro, that shit was. I'm just saying though, because everybody human. You don't think that shit will fuck him up, bro? You
Look,
read Dr. Seuss
I
and
thought.
shit.
Look at the kids. Like, yo, I'm like, yo.
Look, I've thought about this.
The
It doesn't
fucking-
matter.
The fucking America's under attack, President.
Hey, what would you do?
You
Bro.
get up. You get up. It
Bro,
doesn't
do you
matter.
get up?
He
Do you
does
get
not
up?
get up.
I'm going to smoke a blunt.
Do you,
I'm going
bro?
to smoke a blunt.
Do you,
No,
bro?
I don't keep
I'm going to
reading.
smoke a blunt.
First of all, you know George Bush got high as soon as he got in the fucking
Yeah, I went to
Air
smoke a
Force
blunt.
One, bro. They was like, fuck it. We just let you get high. Like, whatever.
No, but my point
This
is they
shit's
told
freaking us
him and
out.
he kept reading.
Yo, you know what he did?
he sat there and kept trying
Dog.
to finish the book.
He reacted like somebody, like one of the kids asked him for McDonald's. Like that's what he did.
He was like,
I'm
I
getting
mean,
up immediately. I'm walking out like it's a movie.
okay, now listen, to George Bush's credit,
You got them kids.
well, yeah, one, two,
What?
and I did see a document. I did
Fuck
see
them kids.
I did see a documentary about George Bush, and really the vice president was really the fucking Dick
Oh,
Cheney.
Dick Cheney's a monster, bro.
he
Dick
was-
Cheney's a monster.
He was really the motherfucker.
Shotgun Sam? Is that what they call
bro,
it?
He
George,
shot somebody. Yeah,
That's what I said, Shotgun Sam.
bro, George Bush was just signing documents. He
Hey,
didn't
yo,
give a fuck what
Sam
he was
looks like
signing.
Dick Cheney, bro. Dick Cheney's Sam.
That's fucked up. He's fucked up. He gonna shoot you in the face with a buckshot now.
Yeah, you better
He
not
gonna shoot you in the face with a
you
buckshot.
better not go on. You like hiking?
Hey,
You look
y'all
like
laugh
hiking
too.
too?
What were you saying about
That
Dick
y'all
Cheney?
laugh too.
Huh? Oh yeah, Dick Cheney was really the main motherfucker behind that shit.
Oh
really.
yeah.
Because he
Him and
really-
Rumsfeld.
bro. They was
Right?
Yo, I met Rumsfeld. One
if
time.
you really watch the
You what?
documentary,
I met Rumsfeld.
for real.
Yo, this shit was
What?
trippy, bro. I never had.
I mean, that's
This
not.
was-
Yeah,
this was like
we,
one-
we are close to DC, so it's
This
like,
is one of the
I
times
wouldn't-
like
Yeah,
all right,
true.
I took
think about
mushrooms. I met him on mushrooms. This shit is crazy, bro.
God bless
Yo,
America.
my emotions dropped so fucking like, yo, all right, listen to this shit, right? All right, so I'm on the metro train going home, and I'm sitting there, and like all of a sudden the suits walk in, and it's Rumsfeld in the middle of this shit. And like I was with this girl, yo, we both of us just looked at each other and stared, like our whole demeanor changed.
Hey, yo, y'all probably damn near jumped off the metro joint.
I never
out the
felt like
window.
somebody was a reptilian until I saw him.
Whoa.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
There's some weird, like I got
It's
so
energy.
many weird,
The
it
energy,
was so
bro.
fucking weird, and I never been scared of somebody in my life. Like I
People-
mean, it wasn't like a different type of fear. It was more so like
People say that, but yo, your energy, yo, really can dictate like
that shit was
like,
crazy.
You can feel somebody's energy when somebody just not right.
And that's what I was bringing up
You know what
about
I'm
the
saying?
frequencies.
Yeah,
Like,
that
have you
shit was
ever,
off.
Mike? Have you ever seen the experiment they do where they have like a metal plate, they put sand on top of it, and they run frequencies through it,
Yeah, I
and it
seen
makes
that,
a geometric
and,
patterns.
Yeah, and the dude
Yeah.
was doing that shit with the piano and shit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's something to frequencies and like the structure
Yeah.
of like the universe and like
Yeah,
everything
bro.
and us and
Now, granted, I'm not defending any type of politician, but the president and shit like that,
thank God.
bro.
I thought you were about to be
No,
R.
no,
Kelly's
no.
contracts. Okay,
Yeah. But I'm not
There was
defending
contracts.
politicians, but R. Kelly.
I mean Fiesta, dude.
Yeah, I was saying Fiesta, you know, Keys and Nixon and shit.
Freaking weekend.
Yeah,
my mom
you
remix.
know.
All these had remixes.
How many people would give up American Secrets for R. Kelly tapes? Probably a lot. But
Yo,
I was saying though,
That was like one of the CIA leaked his
bro,
tape.
I know a few people who would give up some American Secrets just to see R. Kelly live. Facts. Just to be in a dressing room for R. Kelly. No bullshit.
yo, that's funny as shit.
Why you
But
point at me?
But I
I'm pointing in
digress.
general.
Okay, you
I
pointed
know
at
what to
me.
do. I mean,
Like this guy will do it.
I mean, no, it's unfortunate that it just happened to be that motherfucker can write a song. He couldn't read, so he can't write.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but as far as like being the president and shit like that, yo, like people's mad at Trump and all that type of shit and George Bush. But really when you think about it, that like, can you imagine, bro, first day, you like, all right, listen, Mr. President, there's aliens. Listen, we got
There's
4
a lot.
or 5 right. Bro, they debriefing you on shit, bro, that you like, all right, I knew shit was crazy, but
You know, one
what
of the
I'm saying?
craziest
Like, yo,
things.
Trump knows there's aliens.
bro,
That's crazy.
You've gotta be,
Nah, you know,
out of all people.
One of the
Out of all
craziest
people.
things I've seen is like, all right, if you look at the president when they age, like our year 1, year 2, year 3, or 4, that the way they age is crazy as fuck. The one they're already old to begin with. Usually they're already old to begin with.
Pretty old, yeah.
But like when you see it, it's like, what type of stress are you in? Are you taking on right now?
Just think about
Every
the level
day.
of it, right?
It's
Like
wild.
we
Yeah,
do
every day.
stand up, and there's stand up's one of those things separate from other things where it's very like emotionally and mentally taxing. Right.
Yes.
So you're up there alone, you're trying to go through your sets, you're trying to remember stuff, and you're also dealing with like the feelings of it all, the feelings of other people. You know what I mean? And so imagine just that level of anxiety and panic and those type of thoughts, right? Now take that to a level of the leader of the free world. You know what I mean? It's got to feel like the same feeling of like an astronaut that's going to space, and when you're finally going, you're actually there, you're going. Like that's why the preparation is key. Like people who are at those levels, like
Now imagine you bombing at an open mic and then a Secret Service agent come up to you and be like, "Listen, the World Trade Centers are being bombed." You gonna get up, or you gonna get up, or you gonna finish your set? You probably gonna just finish your
this
set.
is the
and
real
be like,
question. This is the real question. If I'm killing, am I gonna leave? Am I gonna leave mid-kill?
That'd be funny as shit. In the middle, like
If
a
I'm
Chappelle
bombing,
special.
I'm gone.
If you're bombing, so you don't think George Bush was bombing that motherfucking kids fucking book?
He's fucking up words. He's fucking up words, bro.
You gotta close with the punchline. Hey, I'm bombing and so are the terrorists right now. I'll be right back.
Exactly. Because you gotta understand, bro. He probably already knew. All right, he probably knew. I ain't gonna say he knew what was gonna happen.
I think he knew.
I don't say he knew.
Hey, we've all seen the Condoleezza
think he had
Rice
an idea.
briefings.
I
We've
think
all
he
seen
had
the
an idea.
letters.
But
I
bro,
think he had an
I'm
idea.
just saying, but bro, you have Secret Service motherfuckers that are in plain sight. You know something's about to probably break up, but you like, all right, fuck it. You know, you got Dick Cheney in your ear. I just shot a motherfucker, but I'm gonna tell you, don't pay.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, Dick Cheney.
You said Cheney. Yeah.
You got Dick Cheney in your ear, just coming all in it.
Whoa.
But no, you got Dick Cheney in your ear saying some bullshit, bro, and you reading that children's book. Yeah, I probably wouldn't got up. I don't know. That's you got to give George Bush a pass on that. Who the fuck would have thought that shit would have happened?
You know what he thought about? He's like, fuck, what's my dad gonna say?
Right.
That's what he thought about. That's what he was thinking. He was like, what the fuck was my dad gonna say? I fucked this up so bad. Like,
it's crazy. Even at those levels.
That's what he was thinking.
Even at those levels.
Fuck. What my pops do?
That's what he was thinking.
But that's crazy. You still think like that at those levels. You know what I mean? Like all these lives and the decisions you make are going to affect like the next 20 years.
The next 30 years.
Yeah, next 30 years.
Like you're going to
sitting
be dead
there
and
like,
gone and this shit's going to still fuck with people.
Like, that's going to be my
literally,
ass.
bro, it's literally still fucking. It's like, literally, I think I be listening to the radio and they, because, you know, 9/11 just passed. Motherfuckers are still dying just from that, from the fucking dust and all that shit.
I mean, we all
that
see
was
the
in
no
there.
condom pullout that happened. You know what I mean? Out of Afghanistan, like that shit was crazy.
Yo, you know what's crazy about that shit?
That shit was super raw. Wasn't it?
There's kids that are gonna grow up and like I want to know like their perspective on it from that country. Like, all right, there's some shit that we did like to like, all right, like the Iran thing, right? We left Iran or whatever. We did that whole the Iran crisis or whatever. Those kids have a different perspective on that side.
Iran Contra.
Okay. Yeah,
there you go. That whole thing. Remember when Muhammad Ali got involved with Jimmy Carter was president and used Muhammad Ali.
Bro, how old are you? What the fuck are you talking?
I just know this shit.
But you're talking like we.
I'm saying.
No, I admire it. Your knowledge of history. But you were selling me like, hold on, I'm as old as you. Did this happen while we were?
I'm saying.
When we look back on history, like that shit is interesting.
Those kids are like, all right, they're younger than us, obviously, but like that's like our parents. Like saw that.
Oh, okay.
So like that's where I'm going with it. So like the shit that we like, those Afghanistan kids, we're gonna see like what the fuck that happens with what those kids grow up to be like.
Bro, I think it's so
Vietnam kids and all that shit. Like that's just crazy.
Bro, you know they're probably like, yo, yeah, fuck America.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. With
I mean, because
like their perspective on what America did to them is like crazy.
Because really, when you think about it, America has lost those wars. Vietnam, fucking Afghanistan. you know, it's not really many wars that America has necessarily won because we always going to somebody else shit and trying to do shit. Like, how the fuck you gonna tell me about my own neighborhood?
Right. Yeah. You're
How you
right.
gonna try to
You're
fight
right.
me in my own neighborhood, bro? I know the alleyway. Like, you ain't gonna fight me in some shit that I already know.
No, and then if you look at like Iraq, they like Saddam. Now they're looking at it now. Saddam's not there. They're like, fuck. Saddam actually has peace to this. Like, yeah, he was a fucked up person, but he found a peace to it.
It's a fucked up person to Americans because we're used to just being free and being able to say whatever we want.
I think everyone in the government's. I think it's all fucked up.
I think
that's why like my cynical part of it is like that kind of like. Almost like I feel like that's why we're comics too, and like the outward perspective. Like that's why you want to be invisible. Yeah. Is because we feel detached. Like we can almost like we can go really far away and look at society and everything that's happening and be like yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say right now.
I think a comic should be president. They just make him president to like
dude
without even telling him.
Donald Trump.
No.
Now he can do stand up. Come on, bro. You see him?
You know what's funny, bro?
Donald Trump was doing stand up.
Yo, he would have the best podcast. He would have the best
podcast. He had absolutely the best run in stand up ever those 4 years.
Those open mics that he did. I mean, the rallies.
Just like that Shane Gillis bit, he should just start calling people gay and just call them gay.
Bro. Like. It's gonna be even crazier when he the president and he behind bars. It's gonna be the first president locked up with Donald Trump.
Imagine those interviews.
He's gonna have to
imagine those interviews, like that 60-minute interviews with him in jail.
Imagine that.
Oh my god, bro! Fucking
imagine that first day out track. You know how everybody does the first day out track?
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
His first day out track is gonna be super fire.
Forget that, man. The Trump 60 days into jail, like that Netflix special, like
will be fire. 60 days in on Trump.
Hold on, what was Future's album? From Dubai? 40 nights?
40 nights?
40 nights? Hey, I'm waiting for that.
My bad.
52 nights.
56 nights.
56 nights. I'm waiting for that 62 nights from Trump, dog. That's going to be crazy.
Bro, that shit's going to be
62 nights from Trump.
That's funny as shit.
Feds did a sweep.
Oh, man.
Feds did a sweep on Trump. I'm trying to tell you.
That was fun. We talked about aliens. We talked about
Trump. We talked about Baltimore.
Chicken boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Mike, we gotta have you back. Appreciate you coming for sure.
For sure, I definitely appreciate it.
We'll see you on October 13th.
13th?
You gonna get on that show?
Yeah. Amir's hosting, so you gotta get yourself on
for
that.
sure. I will be at the show.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Dawood's cool.
Go set it up. It should facilitate. It should set it up.
Yeah, let me just shout out Dawood.
Yeah, man. Because look, when the first time I met him, Dawood was there too, and like they gave me so much game that day. Yeah. It was awesome, man. I appreciate that.
He's cool people. Because he don't really talk to a lot of comics either.
He's your Raiden.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He is pretty much.
He's your Raiden.
Legitimately, bro, because he's the first person in this comedy shit to come up to me and really be like, yo, you funny. Because when I went on stage, bro, I had on a fucking hoodie, Maryland sweat pants, and slippers on. Same way I'm dressed right now. And I got up there and said some bullshit. And he was the only person. He stayed after. He's funny as shit when I see him.
He stays after. That's why I appreciate him.
Yeah, bro. He stayed after and shit like that. And, you know, he definitely showed me around and shit like that. But that's the homie, though. Yeah. He definitely cool people.
Shout out to Dawood, man.
We gotta get him on here. I'm gonna get him on here.
Yeah, for sure.
We gotta bring the Raiden himself on.
Yeah, man. You know, he cool people. You know what I'm saying? He just introvert like me. I could be sometimes.
That's all good. I am.
Yeah, I don't really show it, but you know, he shows a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. Shouts out to him, man.
Shout out to Dawood, man. It was good fun time. More shout outs. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I just said
you're our first black guest. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I didn't prepare for all the sound.
With breaking the mold and shit, you know, I feel like Martin Luther King now that you said it.
We don't build the wall, we just reinforce it. Right?
No more black people in the back of the bus. No more black people last on the podcast on last episode.
That was Mudit's line. He was an Indian guy, and he said, "We don't build the wall, we reinforce it." So that's the same thing we're doing right now.
For sure. I'm not sure what
Next
that really means.
Sorry.
I just want to shout out y'all for having me on, man.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
For real, yo. You know what I'm saying? I've done, like, back in the day, I used to do a podcast and shit. Okay. So I just appreciate y'all having me on.
We appreciate you coming because we're new in this comedy thing too.
Yeah,
this is only episode 5. Pretty much the people who've been coming on are the people that we've interacted with and be like, you guys are just warm and welcoming and like just not like look down on new, you know what I mean? Us being new or anything. Like you're just like, hey.
It could be like that. You old comics, stop being hard on the new comics because motherfuckers be funny, but then y'all be outside smoking cigarettes, and as soon as you go out there, it'd be like, nice set. Motherfucker, you ain't see my set. You outside smoking cigarettes and shit.
And that's what we appreciate about all you guys, man. Just being nice. You know what I mean? Just being nice to us, and we appreciate it. And you'll definitely be back.
For sure.
I was gonna say, so when you come for the third time, you gotta bring a piece of something for the back.
Okay, I can definitely do that. Yeah, no, I would.
And the set might change. We're talking about set changes, so we'll have a shelf at least.
For sure. I would definitely do that. I definitely appreciate y'all. This is definitely fun.
No, absolutely.
I haven't done something like this in a little minute. So you know what I'm saying? It's pretty fun. I don't have no shows coming up that they asked me about shows. I don't have any shows coming up.
Well, you'll be on the 13th. We'll get you on the 13th.
October 13th.
This should be come out before that. So October 13th, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on U Street, hosted by Amir Gorjifard, brought to you by Starstruck Comedy. It's gonna be a good show. And other than that, we'll see you at the mics. And Did You Order on IG at Did You Order Podcast. You can find mine and Ish's handle under there. What's your handle?
My handle is Mike_BBE_geeking. I probably gotta change that. I probably will change it, but that's my underscore for right now. I'm on Instagram. I'm about to start posting, funny videos. Like they talked about how I commentated on the Alabama mishap, mashup, whatever you want to call it.
Ass whooping.
Yeah,
can you do one commentary for me that I want to suggest?
For sure.
I want to hear you do like a National Geographic.
Oh, just
like a David Attenborough.
Because the voice, I could probably do that.
In your voice. Mike commentating
on National Geographic. I think, you know what? That probably
even
would
like
be
a bird
dope.
Flying or something. I think there's a bird eating a worm or something. I think there's
so crazy. I probably can do something
or
like
that. One of those clips where like something a lion eating a gazelle from the ass out. All right, all right, guys, Did You Order? Have a good one.
For sure.